Hi guys, we're gonna give the life a few moments to build up. Hello everyone, hello, come in. Rock and come in, rock and come in. Hello. Hi guys, it's that time again. It's Motivational Mondays. Welcome. Hello people. We're gonna give the live a couple minutes. How y'all doing on this Monday? Hope you're doing good. I'm alive. We in the land of the living. It's another day to be thankful. You know? Every day is a blessed day. Right? Welcome. We're gonna give it about a moment again. Hi family and friends. Hi T. Hi Shawnette. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Thank you. We're gonna start at 8:03. Hi Afia. Yes. It's a good day. Every day. Good night. Love in the house. Love is in the house. Yes. Love in the house. How is everyone? How you doing, Teriann? Afia? Shawnette. Okay, let's start. Welcome again to Motivational Mondays. Thank you guys for taking the time to look at me, and I know you could be doing a lot of things, but you just spend the time with me for the hour. So, never forget how far you have come. Everything you have gotten through, all the times you have pushed on even when you felt you couldn't. All the mornings you got out of the bed, no matter how hard it was. All the times you wanted to give up, but you got through another day. Never forget how much strength you have developed along the way. Yes, never forget. I mean, I just came from viewing my girlfriend's son, and it's never easy to lose a loved one, especially a child. We have to be vigilant out there. We have to cover ourselves and our children. I mean, when is it time? Is it time? But, we have to still say thank you when we get into our vehicles. Cover it in the blood of Jesus, especially on the roadways today. There's a lot of crazy drivers around, and I noticed that everybody is always rushing to go somewhere, even in traffic. Even while I'm driving on the Bell Parkway, you see these guys racing and stuff. Even you have these drivers who hung behind you when the person in front of you is very slow. There's a lot of road rage around, guys, and we have to take into consideration that we want to see our families. So we need to pull aside and let those angry people pass us by. Don't worry to run a race with them. Don't worry to curse them. Don't worry to do anything. Because life is too precious to waste it on these fools. You know? So, just be careful out there on the roadways and cover your kids, especially, in the going and in their coming. Anybody celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. I know Rhonda is celebrating her birthday. I know Ajaya is celebrating her birthday. May God bless you guys to see many, many more, and blessing upon blessing. So, my health segment tonight is my special guest, my niece. Remember, I told you that I was going to bring her on, and we talk more about Crohn's disease. Teriann, I'm adding you right now, so you can come on and we can talk about it and educate people on how you go about it, or how is it
Hey.
hi, welcome to Motivational Mondays.
Hi.
How are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I am actually feeling okay, having a flare up. So it's kind of
Okay.
the right time to talk about it.
Okay, all right. So I know that you never used to suffer with it before. What it is we're really dealing with, and let everyone know what Crohn's disease is about, because I really didn't know what it was about until I know you was diagnosed with it, and I know my son's wife has it also.
Right. So I'm still learning about the Crohn's disease. I know it's something to do with the digestive system. Well, see, Crohn's is in different forms. Some
Hmm.
people may have it where they have it's a gastro issue. But
Okay,
some people have it where they may be constipated. Some people have it where they may go too much. Some people have
okay,
it where it's a blockage. I have it where it's a blockage.
okay,
So what I experienced was when I first had like a discomfort, I was noticing that my stomach just kept on bloating, like it was bloated. Hold on, let me move. I got some parrots and they noisy.
yeah, yeah.
But I noticed my stomach was bloated a lot, and I used to be like, okay, well, I know I'm watching what I'm eating because I'm a diabetic as well,
Okay,
so I kind of watch what I'm eating, and I was just like, this is not. This is an uncomfortable kind of pain. This is a discomfort. It kind of feels like, and I mean, I can show you because I ain't got no shame in my game. But like
right,
now, I'm having a flare up. You see,
right.
my stomach is blown up. It blow up
Yes,
like
you're
pregnant.
pregnant.
You know what I mean? And that's the kind of pain that you get. You get that discomfort like if you're pregnant, because I guess the stomach blows up to kind of protect some, not protect, but it blows up to kind of brace some of the pain.
Right.
But it just feel like a contraction that's just staying there and you can't get rid of it.
Wow. So
So
how do you get Crohn's disease? Because I know you didn't born with it. You
no.
develop it what, a year, 2 years? What age?
So I was told by my gastro doctor that you can either be born with it, you can develop it. They say most times if you develop it before the age of 36, which
Okay.
did come to me before the age of 36. Or they say sometimes you can develop it in your older ages as well. But most of the time, it's like that mid-age.
Right.
And they told me that as women, you have to watch your intake with ibuprofen and
Okay.
pain medications, because I used to take a lot of ibuprofen, like pain, anything. I'll take my ibuprofen and be like, okay, it'll go away in a few hours. But
Right.
a long period of time, that eats on your large intestines.
Wow.
So
Okay.
in my case, I was told that it's not a proven fact yet, but it could have been the ibuprofen. It could have been other things, because there's other factors in it as well. And then remember I told you I developed the ulcer, which I don't
Right.
really know about. I don't drink like that. So I guess I got that from the spices, you know,
Right.
different things like that that we're not conscious of.
Right.
So
Okay.
I at first took it as it was gas pains.
Wow, just like everybody
Like
else.
everybody would say, oh, it's gas. Let me take a little gas X, or let me.
Yes.
And it was just like a constant gas pain that I was just like, okay, it's not going nowhere. And I finally said, you know what? Let me go look into it.
Right.
And the way they was able to diagnose it was through the colonoscopy.
Oh, okay. So you had a
I had a
colonoscopy.
colonoscopy, and then, I'm 30. I'm in my 30s. So at first they were just like, well, you young, but since you're having this pain and your stomach is blown up like that, we have to get to the point, what's really going on.
Oh, right.
So when they went and looked at it, you know, took some biopsies and stuff, that's when they came back with, okay, at first they said it was like IBD or something like that, like irregular bowel syndrome.
Right.
Then after that, it went from that to, okay, it's Crohn's. And I'm like, well, what is Crohn's? I never even heard of that before.
Right. Right. Right.
So, yeah, it's like a gas pain that just stays there.
So how is the pain? Because I know sometimes you have a lot of discomfort.
The
So
pain,
how?
to be honest with you, Auntie, the pain is not even explainable. It's worse than labor pains to me. Everybody have their pain level, and I'm one can take some pain. That pain is very uncomfortable. It just feels like a real bad gas pain that's balled up in your stomach.
Yeah.
You can't move it. Like right now, if I show you, if I press down, I can't press it. It's hard.
Right.
You can't use the bathroom. It's just a discomfort.
Yes.
And
So
it's noise. It'll sound like if your stomach is trying to digest food,
yeah.
but it's not digesting.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So,
So
and it's no cure to it.
oh, I
It's
know
no
what
cure to it. So once you develop it, it becomes a disability. It's something you have for life.
wow.
They do have, different things they can put you on to kind of monitor. Like Humira is one of them they're trying me on right now.
Yeah. How is that working?
So I'm a little hard-headed. I'm one of those that don't really like to try a lot of medicines because I feel like, okay, it'll help me with the Crohn's, but would it mess with my diabetes? Okay,
Right.
it will help me with the Crohn's, but down the line, God forbid, do I have to worry about cancer? So I'm just like, is there anything else maybe you can give me? I don't want to be injecting all this, it's almost like a form of insulin. I don't want to be injecting all of this insulin and stuff in my body if there's another way I can try to take care of it. But
Yeah.
sometimes it gets so painful that any medicine they can give me, I'm going to take.
Okay. So
Yeah.
with the diabetes now, I know that you have it running in your line, but at what
Right.
age did you develop diabetes?
So with the diabetes, I got that in the pregnancy. So it started off with me as gestational diabetes 20 years ago. It came in the pregnancy with Destiny. And
Okay.
it went away after every single pregnancy. It came and it went. It came and it went. But after the last one, Christian, it came and stayed.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
suffer with that full blown.
Right now, I have it full blown because before it was just gestational. So it would have come with the pregnancies, and after I deliver, it go away. But
Okay.
when it first came, they did give me a heads up that it's a possibility that it can come back, and you know,
Yes.
and
So
you.
how have you been coping with that? Are you on
So I'm
insulin? Are you taking pills? Are you watching your diet? What you doing?
So I'm considered a type 2 diabetic because I wasn't
Okay.
going with it. So I'm not a type 1. I mean,
Right.
I am insulin dependent, and that's on my choice. I wanted to do insulin because I'm not too good with the pills.
Right.
And the reason why I say that, they wanted to put me on metformin. Metformin kind of, it runs your stomach, it sends you to the bathroom. And at that time, I was working a lot. I was in the airport and stuff, so it wasn't as easy for me to get a bathroom break or, how
Right.
it go. So
Yes.
I had asked them, did they have any other solution that I can take or do so that, I wouldn't be in that kind of discomfort. And that's when they put me on the insulin. And I
Right.
just, prefer to do it that way.
Okay. So are you still on insulin or how do you take it?
I'm on insulin until the end of it.
Wow.
I'll
So
be
you
taking
inject yourself?
my life and God heals me and I get rid of it. Yeah, but besides that, I'll be on insulin.
Oh, okay, okay. I have someone say here, I have a friend who has been, this is Ebony Meadows. She said, I have a friend who have been living with Crohn's for years. And if he goes off his meds for too long, he starts to pop blood. He's on Humira right now and it's working. But he was previously on, Rima said, has been infused with it every 6 weeks for 4 hours, and he was on that for years and it worked. He has a cousin with Crohn's as well, but he's not on meds and have no issues. He's basically changed his entire diet in order not to be on meds.
Oh, okay. See, so that's what I'm saying. I can learn a lot from people who have the Crohn's disease because, as I stated, I don't know nothing about it.
Right,
The only thing
right.
I know about, like, is the diabetes with the pregnancy, which it came back. But I can say that the Crohn's is very uncomfortable. Um, it is a disability.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's considered a
It
disability.
is a disability. I'm actually going through that step right now. And the
Okay.
reason why it's considered a disability because it don't have no time frame on when it's going to hit you, when when you're going to get a flare up. You could be at work and get a flare up, and
Right,
if a flare up hits you, it hits you.
right.
So it's something they consider as a permanent disability.
Wow. So have you tried changing your diet, or what is recommended?
Now I have changed my diet. They have put me on like high fiber diets and stuff like that just to see, you know, how it go. But
Right.
I guess everybody body is different because what may work for me may not work for
That
someone.
work for someone else.
What
Yes.
works for somebody else may not
Yes.
work for me. So sometimes, a high fiber diet may not work for me, but it may work for somebody else. But of course, they're gonna ask you to try it.
Right.
That's like I had went and I cut back on all my meat and stuff, and I was doing seafood, and then I got really sick because I guess I don't know if it was too much iodine, it was too much seafood.
Wow. Wow.
Like, okay, I'm not eating meat, I can't do the seafood. It started to get like, what do you eat? What do you know? But
Right.
um, it's really, I guess it's really it really has to do with stress too.
Really?
It has to, because sometimes I will go on like a liquid diet, or
Yes.
do smoothies,
Yes.
and I will still notice that I have a flare up.
Really? So does it have you throwing up, or does food keep stays down your stomach, or what it does?
So, how I was saying everybody Crohn's is different.
Yes.
Everybody's Crohn's is different. Some people have it where they suffer with, like, stomach issues or maybe bringing it up. Now, my thing is like how I showed you my stomach, how it's blown up now. Probably in a day or two, I'm gonna start to bring it up. And the reason being is because I can't pass it the normal way. Because remember I told you I have a blockage. So
Right.
being that I can't use the bathroom like you normally should go every day or whatever, after a while, I'll bring up the bio.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did they recommend anything for you to use the bathroom?
They
Like
did put me on stool softeners, but like I stated, that don't work. Because if you block, you block. So it don't work.
wow.
The only way it'll start working is after I bring some of it up and my
Yeah.
stomach go down some, then I'm able
Right.
to start going to the bathroom again.
Wow. So
Mhm.
this is a real life changer.
Mhm.
So it
Yeah.
didn't give you any warning signs.
No. Remember I told you at first I thought it was like gas, and I used to be like, maybe it's something I'm eating that's making me gassy. I was like, maybe I need to, watch the broccolis, watch this, watch that. Um, and then I started noticing, I started changing my diet. And then I was like, okay, I changed my diet and I'm still having this gas problem. Like, something is not right. I'm chewing what the thing called gas X and all them gas,
Yes.
the acid
Yes.
reflex kind of thing.
Yes.
At
Yes.
first, I thought it was the ulcer.
Right.
So I just thought it was
So
heartburn.
how you develop the ulcer? What they said?
I think that's hereditary. My dad has it. So I just, because the first thing they asked me is, do anybody in the family have it? And that, we do. So that's just really how they came about with that.
Hmm.
Because I didn't have any of this like 2, 3 years ago.
No. So this just
So
developed in the last two
the last
years.
2 years.
Wow.
The last 2 years.
So that probably has been a struggle on you. And what about stress level? Have you depressed? How do you feel about it that you're
I'm
not normal anymore in the
Yeah.
sense of
I
regular
would
being?
say it will make you a little bit different in the terms of you know me, I'll get on the plane, I'll get in my car, I'll go in a minute. But it's changed me because I'm not able to do that now. You know, if I'm having a flare up, it's like, okay, I'm not feeling good. I'd just be in the bed and be in the bed all day. I want to sleep. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to, it's kind of one of those feels. So yeah,
Wow.
I will say it do increase your depression level a little bit
Yeah.
because it's just like, what has happened?
So what do you do to keep yourself upbeat or to get out of that rut?
The only thing that I do that can keep my mind off it is to sleep.
Wow.
Because any other way, I'm gonna be feeling the pain, and so it's
Right.
just like, okay, let me just try to sleep it off. You just sleep. I mean, if other people got some suggestions, let me know. But I just sleep it off. Music don't even help me because, like I tell you, when that pain hits you, it's worse than labor pain.
Wow.
It's worse than labor pain. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna just have to sleep. Now they did give me some pain medicine, and they did give me some steroid, but you don't want to depend on that. You don't want your
No.
body to depend on steroids
Yes.
for sleep.
Especially at a young age,
Right,
you're not
right,
like a
and,
older person or something like
right,
that.
right. And I just, I've been praying on it, and I claim my healing, but I just gotta wait. But in the meantime, I don't want to be on all that medication.
Yeah, I know. Well, God is able,
You
He's
know it.
always able to
I
pull
mean,
you
look,
through.
look at Granny. How old she is dealing with diabetes. So I know he's
Yeah.
able. It's just sometimes that pain can hit you, and you just be like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And you know what? To be honest, it is a kind of it do kind of increase your depression too because you can't wear what you want to wear. Your outfit may not look good because your stomach look like everything
Wow.
goes. Somebody's like, "Are you pregnant?"
Yeah,
No, so
yeah.
it does something to you after.
Mentally,
Yeah,
mentally, mentally.
yeah, it does.
So do you think you need counseling a little bit, or
Oh
would
no,
you be
it's not
open?
that bad. I don't know
Okay,
if I could be strong minded, but it's not that bad. Where
okay.
counseling is needed, but I do know sometimes if I do want to go somewhere or I'm or like a invite or something, I'll be like, oh, I'm having a flare up, my stomach don't look right, I don't want to go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it kind of cut you out from partaking into a
It
lot
do,
of stuff.
it do.
Wow.
I think so because I'll be quick to say, I'm not going. I'm having a flare up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know,
But I know sometimes when I call, you just have it. I could hear it in your voice
it
too.
do.
I could
That's
hear
that
you
pain.
when you're
That's
in
that
pain. I can
pain.
hear you.
That's that pain. When that pain hits you, you just be like, it's like a breathtaking pain. You just got to sit there and kind of just ease it out. And then that's what I'm saying. Stop pushing. It almost sounds like, I don't even know, like a bad gas pain that's just balled up in one spot. And you know how you rub your stomach to try to rub it out? You can't rub it out. You can't take no tea.
Yes,
Uh,
Sharina Martin said, "Girl, that stomach look on flat, flat, flat the other day, though."
That's what I'm trying to say to you. You see the pictures I post. Some days I can have good days, and it could be that evening. You know what I mean? That day
Right.
be good, and then that evening my stomach will blow up like I'm 10 months pregnant. Bypass 9 because you only get 9 months. That
Yeah.
thing like I'm 10 months pregnant. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, it has its days.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
sometimes it don't, and that's why I tell you it's stress based as well, because like if I got something in my mind or I'm thinking about something, kid life,
Yes.
I make a blow back up like that too.
Right.
So I don't know. But
Yeah.
like I said, we know God is good. So once I know
All the
that and
time.
I know I got him on my side, I am healed.
Yes.
And
You
that's
are.
how
You are.
I promise you sometimes the medicine is not helping me, nothing is not helping me. Mike could sit there and tell you, I sit there and I get to praying, and I promise you that pain moves.
Right.
That pain moves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
I'm
it's something
gonna
that
get
you
somebody
have to
else
live
to
with.
ask that have it so we can see some of their views on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi
Hey,
Betty. Good night.
Auntie.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm sure a lot of people could learn a lot about it because I myself am now learning
Mhm.
about Crohn's disease, and I know it affects a lot of people. And I always see the advertisement on television, but never really know what it was
I never
about
knew what it was
until
about.
you is the one. And sometimes the pain, I just hear it in your voice
Hmm.
that it is being to be living with. You
Yeah.
know, this could help someone out there, You know, anybody out there that is suffering with it?
Any one of my friends, I hear them say, like, I'm feeling a little gas pain. I'll be quick to say now, please go and get it checked. Go to a doctor, get a colonoscopy, get it checked.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you can mistake a little something as small as a gas pain.
Yes.
And it could be something totally different.
Yeah. And I too will second to that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm moving around. I'm cooking for these boys.
Yeah, that's fine. I noticed that too, because sometimes, you know, especially long ago, once you have a pain, they'll say it's a gas pain. Take some lemon tea, take some tea, hot tea.
Right.
It's a gas pain. But sometimes your body trying to tell you something differently.
And we ignore it.
Now ignoring the fact that there is a problem, and we need to pay heed. We need to take better care of ourselves.
We ignore the signs and just think, oh, we young. It's all right. It's only gas. Ever since that, I don't ignore nothing. If I get a heartburn or if I get anything that's out of the way, I'm quick now to go and check.
Right. Okay. So what's your advice for people out there?
Just don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore pains. Don't just sit there and be strong and take it. I mean, after a period of time, go and get it checked.
Yeah. Anthony is asking what the doctor say is the reason and what caused it.
They just told me that it comes from a long period of ibuprofen, but I didn't even understand that too much because it's not like I took a whole bunch of ibuprofen. You know, maybe if we on your, you know, women on their cycle, maybe you'll take it every now and then, but it's not like I ever was a pain medication type person. Right. So he told me that. I had told him that didn't make sense to me.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't take medicine like that. But he said it was ibuprofen, and whatever the pain medicine was, what it did was it affected my large intestines.
Right.
Yeah, it affected the large intestines, and that's what they said. You know, it's all studying still, so they don't have exact on why, but that's what they said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope you feel better.
Of course.
And as you say, you know, you're praying, and you know you're putting your trust in God, which He's the best person.
That's
right. Because you know a lot of people, you know, hi Christina George, say hi Auntie.
Hi Auntie.
You know, but you know, God is able. God is able.
Yes, He is, and that's what my report.
You have to trust in Him.
So, like I said, so they may have diagnosed me with it for right now, but I believe I'm gonna have a testimony from it. And even last time when I went back for the colonoscopy, the doctor was just like, he was like, you know, I mean, we see it, but we don't see it. You know, like,
wow.
Yeah, we seeing the flare-ups, but we don't see, like, you know, how some people may have it where it's real pain. I mean, not painful, but they can see different things in the colonoscopy. They can't see it.
Wow.
So well, that's
you know what? As we say, God is able. God is able. And even with the diabetes, I hope that you get off of the insulin. You know, so you're not dependent on it.
Right.
You know, so at least, because I have seen diabetic being cured.
Right.
You have to change the diet, right? And exercise is important.
See, I know how, you know, everybody have their own thing, but I can admit to it. My problem is sweets, not as far as candy and stuff, but like I like a sugary drink, you know, or maybe a soda every now and then. And if I can just let that stuff go, I will be so much better with my diabetes.
Well, you know what? As we say again, God is able, and you know it's not good for you, so you have to renew your mind.
Right.
And even if you're taking 2 sodas a day, cut it down to 1.
Right.
When you cut it down to 1, cut it down to half.
Right.
And eventually you will take it no more.
Right.
Because it's like me. I know mom and dad have it. So I cut out sugar in tea.
See?
Years ago. You know, see, I don't drink soda.
Sugar too for me, but it's still a form of a sweetener, you know?
Right. Yeah, so, yeah, you gotta cut it out, because when you're diabetic, you have to be strict about it.
Right.
And your diet is what really counts.
It is.
You know, and I know sometimes you might get the urge for it, but just know that it's not good for your system. And eventually everything changes a process.
It is. But I have changed a lot with my, my diet and stuff. And I also changed a lot with the sweets because I used to be real bad on soda. At work, that's the quickest thing for us. You just go get a soda and go back on your jetway. So I've changed that a lot.
Mm.
But I still got some improvement.
Well, that's good. I mean,
I'm
you know
human.
when you could admit things, that's the better way that you could go. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
At least you admitted it. You're admitting. Some people don't admit.
Oh,
Some people like to live in denial.
no,
Some people like to sugarcoat
I
things.
do.
Some people like to hide behind a mirror. You
Right.
understand? But at least you know what you're struggling with.
Right.
And as we say, God is able. He's able. Your friends say God will give you the strength to conquer cravings that works against your body.
Yes, he will.
Afia say, hope the doctor come up with a reversal surgical method or something. That's tough. God is great.
He is now.
Thanks. She said, thanks for sharing. And I mean, I know you don't like the camera too much.
I don't, but it's okay
am,
because it can help somebody,
Yeah.
And they did come up with a plan. They wanted to do surgery. Now, I will say that they did say they want to do surgery to cure it, but I thought it was maybe something we can do before you start cutting on me. You know me. I had one doctor that said they wanted to cut the intestines and take off the piece that they thought was the issue, or cut wherever it was the blockage. And then I had another doctor say, no, you too young for that. So it kind of had me like, let me pray on this for a while and see. And then I end up seeing another specialist, and he said the same thing. You too young for that? No. So I'm glad I didn't just take that, oh, let me go ahead and jump and do the surgery, because like they said, if they would cut a little bit too much, it'll cause another problem.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I didn't even want them to go and start cutting in on me and messing with things that I was born with.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
And
they
we
have
know there is no cure for Crohn's disease.
no,
There's no cure.
no cure.
It's something that she has to live with for the rest of her life.
Just control it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to control it. And, she's just doing her best to, live a normal life. I mean, normal to us may not be normal to her.
Right.
Because she has the flare-ups and stuff. And that's why I wanted people to know more about Crohn's disease. And, with you coming out here and sharing this afternoon, it may help someone out there.
Yeah.
And as they say, you have a gas pain. Don't take it as a gas pain.
Don't take it lightly.
Yeah, it's something
gas pain
that is
gas pain, especially if you can't move it. If you done took something, or you see you can't pass the gas, or whatever you're doing and it's not working, just schedule an appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ignored it for a few months.
Wow.
The way I found out, remember when I called you and I told you I went into the hospital? That's how I found out.
Yes, I remember.
I was
like, you in the hospital?
I was like, I got a gas pain and it's not moving, and my stomach blew up, and I got scared. And when I looked, they was like, oh, it looks like a gastro issue, and that's when they checked.
Wow. Beverly said, I love your strength, and you will keep in prayers, my dear. Your friend Sharia Martin, thank you so much for sharing, because knowledge is power. We perish because of the lack of
knowledge.
But today, we are informed. Yes, we are informed, and I'm so happy and proud of her that she came on
I was
today.
like, I'm not covered up there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, you know it. Knowledge is power, and Sharina is my sister here in Atlanta.
Yes.
So
hey, Sharina.
Yeah, but even the kids, it's a life changer for everybody.
So how have they been coping with you?
I was gonna say my son Kamari is right here. He don't have a shirt on, so I can't show him. But I can let him, explain it to you. He's not camera shy. But even they know when I'm going through a flare up, they'll come and they be like, "Mommy, is there anything we do? Can we rub your stomach? You want to tell them how it is when I have a flare up?"
Yeah, let me hear from him.
You want to talk to the world?
Yeah, let him go. Yeah. Hi, Kamari.
I feel asking when my stomach is bothering me. How do it?
Yeah. How is your mom coping when you see her like that?
It's like like she called me after we're done playing the game, and she was like my stomach hurting, and I come in her room and like rub her stomach and stuff. And then my other brother come in and then just pray, you know. And then
Right.
and then after when she gets sick, I bring her stuff up from downstairs.
Right.
Yeah.
So how has this affect you to see her sick and stuff? How do you feel?
It don't make me feel like nothing. It's just it happens every time.
Right. Wow. But you know, I'm so proud of you. You're doing a fantastic job with helping your mom. Keep up there. You know, you and your brother is her strength, and thank you so much for taking care of her. Okay?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, he's very brave. He's very brave. Okay?
He just started football, so he was supposed to be at football today, but because it rained, he's not at practice. But it affects, you know, all of that. It affects
Yes,
all of
God
that.
bless
I'm
those
not
kids.
feeling good a day. I can't be there for them as I want to be there for them.
Wow.
But I had, you know, the strong boys I have, Isaiah, anybody to chip in and be like, "You all right? You got a backbone. We got it."
That's so good. And you know, I think in situations like these, you need
You
the
have to have
strength.
a backbone.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for these kids to be, he's 10 and Christian is 8. For them to be the age they are, I'm talking about get down, get on my stomach, get to praying where they feel it hard at. And they just be like, God, we ask you to remove the pain now. Like they talk to that pain. And when I tell you it makes a big difference, it makes a big difference.
Well, you know, a family
You know
that
how they
plays
say you
together.
raise them up, you know?
Yeah.
You raise up
Yes.
a child, you know, that's how they gonna go.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
So
all
Bever's saying, God bless those kids. Christina George is saying hi. God is great. He watches over his children.
yes, he
And we are his people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think you have a good network, good husband, good family structure.
Even
And you
my
know,
in-laws, you know, no, not right
yeah,
now. They, you
yeah,
know, my mother-in-law should get to praying in a minute when she know I'm having a flare up. Everybody's, you know, everybody pulled together.
right. And some people don't have that support. You know
No,
what I mean?
and that's why I'm very grateful for it. Even if, you know, if it's a phone call, a text, I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know, we just get the phone call, they're not here no more, and that's because they didn't have a support team. They didn't have they didn't have nobody to call or talk to, the vent, you know, just anything.
Yes.
And I always tell people I may be far away from my family, but you know, God made a way for me to still make it.
Yes, yes, he did. He did, and he will continue to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I know it's a battle. I know it's a battle, but you know, it's a life changer for you
Because you
too.
know me, sometimes I get to the point like, where's my dad? I need some soup or I need some. And you know how he even get when I get sick. You know, he gets so worried and he get worked up and
yes,
you know.
yes.
Yep.
Wow. But
it's a struggle, but it's a blessing at the same time.
yeah, yeah. At least you know you're still alive in the land that you live
Right.
in. You know, you're still functional.
Right.
You may not do a lot. I know plenty times you try to come to New York and you had a
See,
flare up.
just
So
the
you
other
can't.
day I tried it again and I was like, okay, Lord. And sometimes I just take it as you know, it's not meant to be for me to either do something or go somewhere because I could be fine the whole day. And now it's time for me to get dressed and go. And it's like, oh, my stomach, y'all.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it has something to do with nerves too.
And now go to say
You
that
know,
it might be a
because
nervous reaction.
it's like sometimes I could notice like, am I nervous about something? Like, why am I feeling this way? You know, so I think it could be with nerves as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
And then it plays up on you.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yep.
So you need to be calm. You need to be calm.
I tried to.
Yeah.
You know, with boys, 3 boys and a daughter, whew, it's hard to be. Pray for me. It's hard. These 3 boys, they move. Destiny, I know she live on her own, but Isaiah's not that bad. You know, but whew, these 2 little ones.
Yeah, but they're getting big, you know. They're
They
getting
can
big.
One of them thing I can say for sure, they're a big help. Because I promise you, sometimes they'll catch it before I do. Christian will be like, Ma, is there a baby in your stomach? I'll be like, no, there's not. Be like, no, it's not a baby in my stomach. He said, oh, because I see your stomach starting to get big again. I said, well, you know what that is? He said, okay, we got to pray. So they
But
know.
they know.
They
They
know.
know. Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
that's good. That's good how they realizing it, and they're aware,
Right.
and at least you still had the help there. You still
Yeah.
have them around to help you
Trust
and
me,
stuff.
even in the middle of a flare up, they don't stop me from coming down here and cooking or just doing what it is I have to do too. Sometimes I have to push through it for them. You
Right.
know,
And how is Mike? How is Mike?
good. I mean, it affects him in the sense of he's never seen it before, so it's like I don't want to see her in pain, you
Right.
know, or something like that. Or he'll shut down to where he just, mentally shut down because it's just like, oh my gosh, I want to take the pain from her, but I don't know how to.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so
Right.
it's a mental thing for everybody.
Yeah. Well, with you, I know that you will pull through, and you have been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And last week when I mentioned it, I said I really hope she keep to her promise that she comes on
I
tonight
always keep saying I'm
to
gonna
me.
come on and be like,
Yes,
fine.
yes.
And
So I
then I
was
decided
like,
not to come on today because I was like, oh, I got bags. I'm not coming on. Then I was like, you know what? I'm still beautiful. I'm going on.
exactly,
No,
um,
yesterday we had some rain out here because I don't know, but I moved and we have some rain in the area that I'm in now. And the power was out. So I'm up, just like, okay, I can't leave these kids here asleep with, power. Like, so
yeah.
the rain knocked everything out.
Oh yeah, they everywhere is having rain. We in New York here have a lot of rain too, even with global warming. This is the most rain I've seen. Not in July month we get rain. And we've been
Wow.
having rain, thunderstorm every day, rain, rain, rain.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I
these times is different now. So,
yes, even in Europe, when I look at the news, how much disasters, how much flooding in Europe, how much people died,
mm,
in Europe, in
that's why
Germany.
it's always something to be thankful for.
Yes,
It
I would say that.
somebody that's afraid to share their story. It's probably somebody that may need to hear their story and afraid. It's just
Yeah,
like I said, it's a blessing. It may not feel like that, but it's a blessing
I
because
think
there's been
it's a
some
blessing.
people that I've even helped with it, like as far as being at the doctor, and they're like, "Well, what's wrong with you?" Or "How did you know?" Because I've been noticing I had some pain too, but I didn't. And to come to find out, a few people found out they had gastro issues. Everything didn't turn out to Crohn's, but it was gastro
Right.
issues.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
Crohn's is like a big umbrella with a whole bunch of different, because it could be, I think it's like IBD or IB, a whole bunch of IB stuff.
Right.
It all
Right.
starts off with irregular bowel syndrome, something.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm still learning about it, but I just don't want to be the one that they try on all these different medications, and some
Yes.
people don't even make it past the medication.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'll be trying to, research what can I do naturally.
Yeah.
What
I think that's the
or,
best for now.
what natural remedies can I do? And
Yeah.
in my case, I researched. I think turmeric is really good, so I drink
Turmeric
tea.
is very good to take.
I
It have
drink
the
tea.
capsule too, but you don't like capsules, so how do you
I could
take it?
take the capsules, but I'm just saying I drink the tea.
Okay.
Drink the peppermint tea. I drink a lot
Okay.
of peppermint tea. What's the other one, Isaiah? The turmeric. When I have the flip, what else you be making for me? The turmeric. It's some kind of other organic tea that Isaiah makes for me when I'm having my flare, and that'll bring it down as well.
Nice. So
Hmm.
you're learning home remedies. You're
Yeah,
getting back to basic.
yeah. I go and I get sorrel. Sorrel helps me a lot.
Wow.
It was something else that you wouldn't even believe, and I don't know why, but for some reason when I drink a Malta, I don't know, but it soothes my stomach somewhat.
Maybe you think it's the molasses that they're
I
making
don't
it
know
with?
what's in it, but whenever I can find it, I buy it, and I don't have no issues with it.
Really?
That's weird. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
So,
So the body, the stomach now kind of know what it wants.
right.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well,
Because
at least you're learning it. You're
yeah,
learning about it, and we all
just
on the
gotta
same
learn.
journey, and we learning with you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Because
know?
nothing proven. There's nothing in the pudding. So it's just what affects you. I've met other people with it, and some people can't have seafood. Some people can't have nuts. Some people can't digest corn. It's a lot of stuff that
Right.
would have thought, oh, it's vegetables, it's fruit, it's natural.
Yes.
No.
I know broccoli too. A lot of people have issues with
Broccoli,
broccoli.
cabbage, all that.
Cabbage, yeah.
Digest
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They even
You're
said
right.
popcorn. You know, some people be like, oh, well, I'm dieting, let me just do popcorn. Popcorn
Yeah.
is very hard to digest.
Wow. And
Because,
I
yeah, the
like to eat popcorn, eh?
yeah, I love it too. You should see me now. Even with the Crones, I be still sitting here trying to eat popcorn. And I'm like, see, this is what your hard-headed butt get. You know you're not supposed to eat it, but you still want to eat the people popcorn. Because I just
Yeah.
love popcorn.
Yeah.
And then I be sitting there trying to eat it and then drink a water behind it like the water gonna help me. But like I said, I'm human, so you know.
Yeah, we all are. We all are, and it's just such a blessing, like
Mm-hmm.
I say, I have to check up on you every week. We have our weekly
Yeah,
call.
you know it every
Oh,
week. If it's not Sunday, it's Monday. One of the days we call it. Turn that down.
yes, 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 yes. But again, I thank you so much for your
You're
bravery.
welcome.
Thank you for look at it. It's done quarter to 9 already,
Already,
and
you
it
guys, time
and
went
it
fast.
and it seems like nothing. You see, it
Nothing.
was like nothing. It's just like talking to me, talking, and at least we hope that this could help someone out there who's
Right.
suffering with Crohn's disease. We hope that this
Yeah, because
topic
people
tonight,
suffer silently. You
yeah,
know you know how afraid I was at first when I found out I had it. I was just like, oh wow, I was embarrassed. I was like, Crohn's, what is that? Like,
yeah,
is that contagious? Because I knew nothing about it, you know. So I'm just like, what happened? And
yes,
they were just like, well, you know, it's just something that happens in the body, and it's nothing much you can do about it, you know. And I'm just like, okay. And then it's embarrassing at times because your stomach could be like sounding like an ocean. It'd be like, and you be like, what is that noise? And the whole time it's your stomach.
wow.
So it's just like life.
Yeah, it's life. But as we say, knowledge is power,
Yep.
and each one could teach one.
Yep.
And I know someone is looking out there.
Right.
Probably they have a gas pain, so they wouldn't take it as it's a gas pain.
Right.
Probably they'll go and check it out.
Right.
They will think, okay, my stomach hurting me. Don't take it like that. It could be anything happening in that stomach.
Correct.
So I mean, when we have these discussions, especially as women, it could teach and help someone out there, because a lot of people, as they say, suffer in silence. They doesn't want
Silent.
to talk about issues,
And some
whereas we
don't be
should, because
silent.
we could learn from them.
It don't always be, you know, just because they don't want to talk. It could be insurance problems. Because let me tell you, I've struggled with that too. I noticed if you don't have working insurance, like if you're not insured by a company, certain doctors won't see you. You know, certain
Wow.
specialists won't see you, and it's just sad. But it's happening out here. You know, I've
Yes.
had it where some of the times I've had to pay out of pocket at a specialist because I was like, no, I want to go to this specialist. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to go to the specialist that's covering me on, you know, the marketplace insurance. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
that has a big
That's a
effect
big
with
issue
stuff
too.
too.
That's a
Yes,
big issue.
yes, because why, you know, everybody should be offered the same care.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
especially if it's, you know, something like that.
And here money talks and whatever walks, right?
Right. But you know, when I stopped working back in March of 2020, which I stopped working due to the Chrome flare up and the job fired me on
Yes.
FMLA.
And I told you you could have get some money on that job.
Oh, it's in the works. You should know that. I'm working on it. It
Yeah.
it is an FMLA violation, so
Yes.
the work.
Yes.
But it's
Because
just
people don't know FMLA covers those things.
it's like the attorney said, you were supposed to be protected with your job for 12 weeks. If they
Yes.
terminate you within them 12 weeks, that's on them.
Yeah.
That's
And
on
you
them.
can so get your money.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're
You
welcome.
know? Yeah, because I mean, no job should fire you, just like diabetes, just like any other illness.
Yeah.
No job should discriminate against you for that. That's why you have sick leave and
Right.
you have FMLA that
Leave.
covers that.
Now it's different if you're not on leave and you're not on an approved leave. That's different. But if you're on an approved leave, and you know, just because your establishment, whatever it is, got busy, like you can't fault me for that.
No.
You know. So a lot of people, it's an eye opener, you know. It's an
Yeah.
eye opener in a lot of ways, because just being home, I've learned of so many people that has been discriminated against at workplaces. Just so many things I've heard at just these appointments I go to.
Wow.
You know, and it's just like, wow, they did that. You know,
Yeah.
so like I said, it's an eye opener.
It's an eye opener, and a good point that you brought up there is with the insurance, what they cover, what they don't cover, you
Because I
know.
originally had the Blue Cross Blue Shield from the job. I was able to see any doctor, you know.
Right.
And when they had terminate me, now I'm on the marketplace, you know. So now that I'm on the marketplace, which I'm still paying for my insurance, but they look at it under a different light. So now it's like, oh, okay, well, it's not through the company. Oh, it's through the marketplace. Oh, okay, well, you can't see us no more, but we can send you somewhere else. No,
Wow. Wow.
no, I'll just
Yeah.
pay out of pocket. But no, I don't want to see another doctor.
Yeah. So you see, that tells you now, if you're not working,
Right,
the advantages and the disadvantages of medical.
right. And it
Yeah.
should be, but
It shouldn't be, but it's the same thing, just like dental, just like everywhere else you
Mhm.
go. That's a great point that you brought up,
Yeah,
you
that
know?
you know, you it's almost like you get treated differently, you know, depending on the insurance you have.
Yeah, but that's why I like New York City.
And that's
New
what
York
I
City
do. And New York,
is the
that
only
issue.
state that protects,
Yeah,
whether you have papers or you don't
right.
have papers, you the
You
healthcare
get the good
system,
care.
you're getting the good
You get
care.
the same care the person that's making $1 million getting. I know that for sure. You go down there to the little clinic and they give you some insurance. I know that for sure. And that's one thing
Yeah,
I did miss about New York. Because even, you know, not to put him out there, but my dad, you know, he lives here in Georgia. He can't get no coverage out here. You know, well, you can, but you got to pay for everything. And then the
yeah,
care is not the same.
right.
It's not the same.
Whereas here,
He
if
get it free.
you get it free, you can,
Mhm.
and you're going to the best. You're going
You
to
going to the
Kings
best
County,
doctors.
you're going to Queens Hospital, and you're seeing specialists.
Yeah,
You
good
understand?
specialists at that.
Good specialists.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I
You
said
know?
a lot of it has to do with your coverage.
Yeah. And that's why I just always tell people I love New York City. I
Yeah.
don't see myself living anywhere
Well,
else but New York City for many
I
reasons.
know.
You understand? Yes, it's expensive. Yes, we know it's costly. But let me tell you
Okay,
something.
put the rest of
It's a city that you could live in. It's a city that you have transportation 24 hours a day.
yeah.
If you don't drive, you have no problem.
That's
Anywhere out
good.
of New York City, you have to learn to drive, or else Uber will take up all your little money that you're working for.
Oh,
You understand? So New York City, I just tell people, it might be tough to buy a home here, but you know what? It's advantage. The cost of living, you pay. We just get paid over here. We are
yeah.
one of the highest set of paid people
Yeah.
in this country, New York City. And
I mean, back
it's
in
a blessing.
2000 and what was it, 7 when I moved here, or 8, whatever, 7 or 8, one of the 2 years, I took a pay cut, and I was working at that time. I was working at Bally Total Fitness, you know, making probably close to $16 an hour back in 2005. I
Right.
came out here and was making, you know, $10 an hour.
Yeah.
So yes, it is a difference with the cost of living,
Yeah.
but New York is good for those kind of things. But I just, and that probably could be one of the other topics, but it was just too cluttered for me. It was too much. It was like I needed space.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what made me just pick up and leave, but
Yeah. Change is good.
change is good. So
And how
I'm
much years you
ready.
live there now?
I like Georgia. I love it.
How
But
much years you down there? How much years?
um, I came here. It had to be about almost 6, no, about 17 years somewhere. Because Destiny was around 3. Isaiah was 1.
Yeah, and I'm here 18
Yeah,
years.
because Destiny's 20, she'll be 21, and Isaiah will be 18 in December.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been
So
here for some good years. Uh-huh.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Them kids
But
got big on me. I ain't know she was gonna be that big, but they got big.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I watch and I admire how you just pick up yourself and you went, knowing no one there,
I did.
and
I
you
did.
just did it.
I just packed my daughter up at that time. We got in the car and we drove out. You
Yeah.
remember, I came here. I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't have no family. I didn't have no destination. I just was like, I'm gonna step out on faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
You have to, and you see that same faith is what you have today.
Yeah, came out here. Did good for myself. Ended up purchasing a home. Like, I have no regrets. No
Right.
regrets at all.
Well,
No
good.
at all. But
Well, I know you always make good choices.
yeah. Like right
And
now, I'm trying to think. Okay, it's time to move again. Where do I want to go? But I don't know. I don't know. I know I can't come back to New York. I know I can't. I don't want to.
right.
But as far as my,
Like Florida. Florida is nice.
I thought
And
about
Florida is
Florida
big.
too. I thought about Florida, but it's like I don't know. It's almost I don't know. I'll see.
Good weather.
Good weather, but it's storm every day there. It rains almost every day in Florida. I'm just like, but I know I have friends that moved there and they love it.
Right.
So it's a thought. Destiny said she was thinking about Hawaii. I said, girl, you moving to Hawaii?
Hawaii is
Yes, I'll be seeing you.
9 hours away, maybe 10.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to see her on FaceTime because I'm not taking. I get a flight that long.
2 planes you have to get there, or if you're taking a flight, it's a long flight.
You probably see her before I do because I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because you could say from here to LA is 4 and something, which is 5.
And you seen I drove to LA the other day, right? Okay.
Yes.
I told you I'm not getting on the
Yeah, and then 4 from LA to get to Hawaii, so that's 9.
That's okay. I can't even manage the little 5 hours to get to Trinidad. I'm going to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah. But with God all things are possible.
Yes.
Again, thank you so much for coming on tonight and being my guest. And I'm sure someone out there who's suffering with the Crohn's disease could now be able to relate with you, and hoping that, something comes along where they can have a cure eventually.
Right.
I mean,
in due time, they'll find a cure for it.
yeah, because with everything, it takes time.
The same way you came to me is the same way you can leave. It's not like I just be sitting back and saying, well, how did you attack my body? How did you attack anybody else? You can leave that same way. It's got to be a cure.
Yeah. It's just time,
Yeah.
And again, with time, everything, and with that, you have God and you have the faith.
Yes.
And that is what is important.
Because I'm telling you, sometimes the medicine don't work, but that prayer will pull me through.
Yeah. And you have to keep on praying,
Yeah,
keep on believing, keep on trusting, trust
even
the
when
process.
it looks like it's shifting, you just got to stay in prayer about it.
Yeah, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
And keep being strong for your family and everything. I know I take up a lot of time. You're doing your dinner and everything, but
it's okay.
Thank you so much.
Kitchen.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it was nice. Time flies. Time flies. And
but did you have what was it? Who was it supposed to come on next?
Oh, I was supposed to have David girlfriend who was the RN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But she said she will come back. She will come on probably next week.
Okay, so good.
So
we took up good timing then.
Yeah, we take up excellent timing.
Good.
Excellent timing.
So what's your time next week going to be? Did you come up with it yet?
No, I ain't come up with it yet. It all depends on who I have and what. This week I really wanted to concentrate on.
Had a topic yet with children and how they handle stress and depression?
No.
Let's make that a topic next week.
Okay.
I may can have someone talk with you.
Yeah, I need someone. If you give me someone to talk to, we can talk about it. And it's just like we talking. It's nothing hard, and because I think that's a very important topic.
I asked Destiny if she wanna I think she wouldn't mind joining on the topic.
Oh, that would be very nice if we can have her come on and teach others.
Yep.
We all learning.
If you have younger teenagers and stuff.
Yes.
And hear a couple of choice words from them.
Yeah. I think that will be very excellent. Work on that for me and let me know.
Okay.
You know? So I love you.
I
Thank
love
you
you too.
so much. And keep the faith. You know, your auntie love you all.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, stay strong, stay prayed up. God is good.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
Well, I will
Okay.
be on watching the rest, and I'll call you after about that.
Okay. All right.
I
Okay,
love you
cool.
all. Bye.
Love you. Thank you so much there.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Hi guys. Well, there you have it. You know, that's my niece Teriann, who is suffering with Crohn's disease. And as I said last week on last Monday, that I'm going to bring her on for you guys so that you can hear and learn about it. It's a stomach digestive system, and it affects her very badly because she has the flare-ups, and when the flare-ups takes place, she cannot do a lot of stuff, and it's a life changer. And we're going to pray and ask God to keep his arms around her, to bind her and protect her and let her know that God don't give you more than you can bear, you know. And we will keep her in prayers. For anyone that is out there that is not feeling good today or is suffering with any kind of pain or any issues, I pray God that he comes into your life. Talk to him how I'm talking to you. You don't have to say much. Just thank you, Lord. Help me, Lord. Renew my mind, Lord. You know, God is in control at the end of the day. And as I always say, we have a plan, but God has a master plan. So sometimes we may want to plan things. Sometimes we will say, oh gosh, this didn't work out. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to go with the flow, right? And know to trust him. Always believe in him. Pray for your family. Pray for your grandchildren. Love one another. You understand? As the pastor said today, he said your neighbor don't have to be the neighbor next door. The neighbor is anybody that you come in contact with. Treat people the way you want to be treated. All right? It goes a long way. How you want it, your mom and your dad, your brothers, your sisters. Do that unto other people. Let your love grow. Let it shine. Each one, teach one. Hug someone. Tell them you love them. Right, guys? I know we are out of time. An hour passed so quickly. You know, it's a pleasure here, taking the time every Monday, chilling with you, talking with you guys. If you want a particular topic, shoot me. I am. Let me know what you want to talk about. But you know, last week when I was talking, I know my niece is suffering with Crohn's, and I am happy that she came on tonight because she's camera shy, and she spoke about it, and time passed, and you know, we could learn more. If you know you're experiencing any kind of pain, don't take that pain like, okay, it's a pain, I'll be okay. Maybe your body talking to you, something is not working the way how it's supposed to be. Go get it checked. Go check yourself. Keep your annual and make sure that you take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will, right? So have a blessed and wonderful night, guys. Have a blessed and wonderful week, right? Walk in faith. Keep walking in love, and you be good. All right? Love in the house. See you guys next week, God's willing. On Motivational Monday, guys. It was a pleasure. Good night.